Hello. Hello, hello. Hopefully everyone is having a good it's Tuesday today, right? It's yes it is. My sense of time is kind of warped because I had yesterday off. But yeah, it's Tuesday. Anna, hello, and Dutomp. Dutomp? Dutomp. Duchomp. Oh my god, why is your name so hard to say? Duchomp. Okay, Chomp. Hello. I hope you had a good day today. It's Sunday. Please no. My mind. I've been coding too much today. You could probably tell me it's Sunday and I would believe you if I didn't just look at the calendar. How are you, friends? Oh, Anna, I can show you the pins. Wait, give me one moment. I just need to post this. I don't know if you saw the picture in Gord's stream the other day, but I can show you because I have one behind me. Just need to post this over there. This over there. Okay, we're good. We're good. Hello. Good to see you. You're just like, where did the weekend go? I know. It's bad because I had an extra day off on Monday because it was the Queen's funeral yesterday here in the UK. And yeah, I kind of just used it to recharge. I was thinking of streaming, but I decided not to because then I would have streamed Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. So it was good that I didn't. This is the these are the pins that I'm gonna be giving out at TwitchCon. They come in a little fancy box, presentation box. Oh, sorry, the glare is like reflecting off the thing. But you can open it up and you can take it out of the thing and you can like pin it on something if you want, or you can leave it in the box. I thought the boxes were really cute and they are they weren't that much extra, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna full send it. And because I know that if I wanted a pin, I would love that to be in like a little box. So yeah, that's what I did. It's almost like I'm proposing. I just gotta get down on one knee and just give it to you like I'm proposing, and everyone's gonna be like clapping, and then I'm just like, oh, I'm actually just giving you a pin. Something just hit the back of my leg and I just got on one knee for some reason. That's funny. What time is it over there? It is 9:50, which is really bad because I'm supposed to start at 9. I'm actually this whole streaming schedule thingy is kind of new to me because even though I've been streaming like on and off for like the last couple of years, I have not had a consistent schedule until the last like 2 months, maybe not even 2 months. So I'm still trying to start on time. I don't think I'll ever, I don't know, maybe. It's the perfect proposal. Oh my god, you know what, a trigger fire ring though, that would actually be pretty lit. I mean, I can't really do that as like merch. But that would actually be really, really cool. I mean, it is a bit egotistical if I were to make, like, because it's, if someone, I mean, I could be proposed to with a trigger fire ring. That would probably make more sense. Will you kneel on one knee when you hand it over? Oh my god. Should I? I probably could. I feel like that would be pretty weird. I don't know, because people might actually think I was proposing, because they'd just see the box and they wouldn't see what's inside, and they might all start clapping. I think my that would be really funny though. It's the perfect proposal. Just stream pretty much when you can, pretty much. Yeah. I'm actually at least sticking to the days that I'm streaming on. So Tuesdays, Thursdays, and stuff. Lazy Johnny, hello. Oh my god. Thank you for the follow. From the Discord, I'm assuming, and also from Blacksmith's community, because Blacksmith is an amazing otter. I gifted you a sub in his channel, by the way. I don't know if you saw that, but hopefully you got your ceremony. And fingers crossed that you were put into the Ironsmiths. Because that's my faction, and I want to recruit for the Ironsmiths. He's really cracked at Apex. It's the gesture. What do you mean? Like, oh, that the whole kneeling thing? I would totally do that if I didn't think people were actually going to take it seriously. But I feel like they would. I mean, at one of the Twitch cons, someone must have had to propose before. Like, it's like content, right? I imagine a streamer has already done that. That would be hilarious. Because you just know that there are going to be live streamers walking around, like, filming, you know, like, doing the streaming backpack. And they're just going to see, like, that, and then they're just going to, like, oh my god. And then the chats. That could actually be a really cool viral event, though, for, like, publicity for Trigger Fire. Oh, I have, wait. I could do it while I'm wearing my Trigger Fire shirt, which arrived the other day. I'm gonna be wearing this in the thing. I'm just gonna, because I'll be like a walking billboard. I did make one for Twitch Amsterdam, but it was in black, and I made the logo way too big, so I redid it on white, and I think it looks better on white because, yeah, it stands out a bit more. This will be my first one. I just discovered Twitch last year. Oh, that's awesome. Well, welcome to Twitch. So good to have you. Like I didn't know, like I know it existed, but I didn't know what it did. Gotcha. Yeah, I have some friends who are the same way, like, because I have mentioned in the past to some of my IRL friends that I stream, and some of them, like, just they've heard of Twitch, but they don't actually know, like, what it is, or like what it's like. I just say it's just like, you know, streaming, like, you know, Instagram live or whatever, but more dedicated. And some of them have gone into Twitch. I used Triggerfire before I moved to Mix It Up. No worries, yeah. There's so many like different bots and solutions and stuff out there. And yeah, it's all about finding what works for your stream. So I don't what's the word? Resent? Not really resent, because that's kind of a strong word. I don't begrudge anyone for like moving away from Triggerfire if they find something else that works better for them, because I'm not out to compete with everyone else. I made my own thing because I wanted to help a friend out with their stream, and then it kind of just like got shared around and then kind of exploded from there, which was really unexpected and kind of terrifying. But yeah, that's kind of just how that happened. When I told my mum I streamed, she asked me if I was a cam girl. Oh my god. That's right, because I guess people like during the pandemic, the whole like OnlyFans thing kind of exploded, and that's kind of how probably streaming and all that kind of stuff came into like main news more. I think it's always kind of been in the news, but not really that much. And it's kind of just what people gravitate to when they say streaming, which is incorrect and yeah, just not the case. It's just the software, so a little more stable. I had it in one place. Yeah. I did think about making. I do have technically Triggly, but I don't really update that anymore. Which is a desktop app. Triggly. I made that for Scribbly, which is why it sounds like his name. It's funny. But yeah, the reason why I stuck with doing the thing is because I wanted everything online. I knew that if I wanted to use something, I would want like everything to be in the cloud, so I don't have to download anything. And actually, with the new OBS, it's kind of funny because you don't have to download OBS WebSocket anymore. And that was one of the sticking points for OBS stuff, is that you would have to download this WebSocket plugin. And yeah, as of OBS 28, you no longer need to do that. So there is absolutely no downloads needed anymore, which is super cool. I can make that a new feature point. You should do it. Yeah, I mean, there's already programs out there that do desktop apps well, so I don't think I would do that. But I would definitely bring over. I mean, I can't speak about too much about the stuff that I'm working on at the moment, but stuff is happening slowly, but surely. Did you have any problems with the new update? For my stream, I only ran into. I don't have a very complicated stream setup, so my only sticking point was stream effects. But yeah, I kind of just uninstalled that for now. Hopefully I'll be able to reinstall. I think they have a beta version out. I'm not sure. Maybe. I need to look into that because I need to install it again and get my blurred stuff back up, because I had some blurred filters for one of the scenes that I was using. But yeah, I need to check. Sounds exciting. Yeah, it's just a case of trying to find time to make it work alongside full-time working, because I worked on Fyre when I was in my final year of my master's. So in between writing my dissertation or thesis, sorry, I had like extended amounts of time where I could just work on it, especially during the summer. And then yeah, now that I am pretty much working all week, it's difficult. But yeah, hopefully we'll get there. We shall see. Let me see. Where is this? Okay. So what's work like aside from making awesome stuff to help streamers? It's good. So I work at Elgato, which is probably why you can see all those different boxes behind me. I didn't actually get all of those stuff for free. The Stream Deck I bought, and the HD60 I also bought. The face cam was graciously given to me, as well as the key lights and the microphone actually. But yeah, that was because that's kind of like the meeting stuff. They're very kind. They're a great company to work for. I really enjoy being there. Yeah, we're doing some pretty interesting stuff. I can't speak too much about it, but it's a lot of fun and the work is very gratifying, and I'm lucky to be in such an awesome team. So yeah. They're sadly not going to be at TwitchCon San Diego. I'm really gutted. I think they wanted to do it, but they couldn't make this year. But hopefully they might do Paris next year for EU. But we'll see. Yeah, I would have really loved to see them at I don't think I would have been able to ask them to pay for my flight and ticket and stuff, because that would kind of assume that I was working the booth, which I probably wouldn't want to, because I'd be stuck behind the booth all day and not be able to like. Well, actually, no, that's a lie, because I spoke to Stream Elements at TwitchCon Amsterdam, and they were able, like, they had fun there. They weren't like stuck behind the booths all the time. They had like rotation, so they could go out and enjoy the con as well, which was really cool. yeah, it should be fun. That's so cool. I have a Wave 3 and that's all I have from them, but I was super excited about it. Yeah, the Wave 3 is really good. I really like this microphone. And I'm not that much of a loud person, but the clip guard is really nice. Like being able to know that I won't peak is really good. So if you are a particularly loud person, then that's like a lifesaver. And also the mute is really nice. Being able to just mute really easily like that. That's amazing. How was Twitch Amsterdam TwitchCon? It was so good. It was so good. I had a really fun time. It was my first time traveling abroad outside the country on my own, which was pretty nerve-wracking. But Amsterdam is a 40-minute flight from here, or from like where I flew from, which was London. So I thought, you know what, this year I want to do more social stuff. I want to, like, now that the pandemic is kind of winding down slightly, I want to travel a bit more. And like, I knew it was something I wanted to do for myself, to like push my personal boundaries to go abroad on my own. So yeah, that was really good. Kieran, hello. I'm some man. Oh my god. Stop. Look who's talking, honestly. I'm so gutted because TJ's channel, or TJ's community, I was only a part of for like a week. No, not a week. Like 3 weeks, maybe a month before Amsterdam. And I hadn't joined the Discord at that point, so I didn't really get to know many people. I only knew TJ. But it would have been so cool to like meet everyone in Amsterdam. I only got to meet TJ because he was the only person I knew. Oh, I mean, I like from TJ's community, because I did get to meet like other people like Gan and Meta, and Helen, of course, and Gus. Actually, I met Gus in person before I even knew his username, so that was kind of funny. Let me see. Oh yeah, and I got this. I got a snow globe for like to commemorate my first time traveling aboard on my own to Amsterdam, and I shake it every morning before I sit down for work. And the mug, which I can't really, it's like full of tea right now. Oh my god. You'll just have to take my word for it. I don't want to spill all my tea everywhere. Right now I'm saving for the Camlic Pro because I have like 4. Oh my god, you have 4 cameras? Bruh. That's insane. Wait, I need to follow you and give you a shout out. And also give Kieran a shout out, because Kieran did a big old stream yesterday. This is actually the shout out overlay that we're working on. You'll get to see. Hold on. Let me catch up on chat as well. And let me see what clips it brings up. It's gonna cover my face. That's okay. Mount your friends. I remember this game.
Damn it, Heather.
I love your overlay. It's very cute.
Okay. That was a moment.
Oh, that says climb. I thought that said something else. The letters kind of blurred together. Oh, Valorant. Nice.
What the fuck?
Listen, I played Valorant for the first time ever, like a week ago. Jake showed me how to play Valorant, and I didn't actually do too badly. I'm not great at tactical shooters though, so I definitely need more practice, but it was a lot of fun. Don't think we recovered from the echo thing. Wait. The echo thing. Oh, the echo thing. Not echo like echo, like echo like Vantage Echo. I can't believe I actually worked on that. Do you know? Okay, do you know how much effort I put into that? So this is, how do I do this? Now, one second. I actually put legitimate effort into making that because I couldn't find the voice lines anywhere. And so I downloaded the entire catalog of her voice lines, like literally everything. And I had to go through 2 hours worth of her speaking to try and find those voice lines. And let me tell you, that was physically exhausting on my ears. Because the voice lines are so short and it's 2 hours worth. Where is the thing? So for those who are lacking context, I am a very big memer. I take memeing very seriously. And I will absolutely dedicate 3 hours of my downtime to making a website to troll, in this case, Kieran. Hold on. Sound effects? Apex. I'm getting way better at organizing all of this. Okay. Oh my god, it's not loading. Okay, it's 1 hour 40. That's...
Try to make sure you die under the stars. Sounds like a good thing. We med bay over there. More medicinal herbs. Shattered the prey shield. I'm living. Lost in the wild. They're spotted over there. There. Extended supply bin there. Oh, here. Load of connect. Phase go
2
by.
hours.
A mark like kill. You've either killed a lot or keep people a rifle's length. Let's do that.
So yes, and then I found the 10 voice lines that corresponded to her talking about Echo, and I split it up, and then yeah, made the website. You are the best and the most awful at the same time. Thank you. That's what I strive to be. I seen you. Wait, did you see me at Amsterdam? Bruh. I'm gonna be the Amsterdam. Sorry, in San Diego. I'm gonna be walking around the con with a Trigger Fire shirt. So hopefully, if anyone notices it, then they'll be able to know who I am without knowing what I look like. So hopefully that happens. We'll see. I did that with so many people. Honestly, my brain is. Oh, the clip. That's funny. You should join Meta's Valor tournament. I think it's next month. They just had one on Sunday, I think. Yeah, you can earn money from that. That would be good. You're gonna have to go to San Diego then. I really want to. I don't believe it. You need to show it. Hold on. I am behind on chat and there's only 2 people talking. It's fine. I don't know how TJ does this. Let me get the link. Wait, I don't even know if that's what you're talking about, but I'll just link it anyway. I'm gonna keep this a secret. I'm gonna make TJ a version next month when I resub, because yesterday for my sub message, because I was talking about, because I had Echo stuck in my head, I just listed all the voice lines as text in my resub message, and he thought it was hilarious. Juju, also hello. I will get to your message. I'm the 3rd. You can be the 3rd. Really, you are the 3rd. Hello. I mean, what? That overlay is cool. Thank you. Yeah, we're working. So I do programming streams sometimes. Like every couple days. I'm kind of trying to break them up with gaming streams because I like code all day for work, so it's like I need to give myself a break from coding. And yeah, so sometimes we break it up with gaming streams, and today we're actually going to be playing The Occupation, which is a real-time detective thriller. It's fixed time, so I'm really bad at time management, so this is going to be awful, but we'll be okay. We'll be fine. I said mount your dicks instead. Oh my god. Mount. I mean, you're not wrong from what I've seen of that game. You're more than welcome to play with us whenever. Me and Jake play all the time. I know, but you and Jake are good. To be fair, Jake does play on a Smurf, so I don't feel as bad for feeding because his rank or like MMR doesn't get affected. So if you have a Smurf, then I would feel more inclined to. Jake had showed me all his Smurfs, and he had like literally a dozen. That's kind of funny. Nay. You said the shout out is new, different from the Firewhite. Yes, so we're working on a separate website for the shout out thing, and it's kind of just like the ongoing stream project at the moment. So yeah, it's fun. It normally I'm really bad at like projects because I will kind of just do them and then like dump them a week later because I'm bored of working on it. But for some reason this one's sticking, so hopefully we'll see it through to the end. I can't think of anything worse than going through them all because they're all shit. I know. I don't know. I mean, there is something kind of pleasing about her voice.
I'll try to make sure you die.
It's just that she doesn't have enough.
Level 5 shields. Prey spotted.
Or like they need to just like not play the voice line so often when she's jumping, because it's like, well, I can understand it because they need to give some indication, like audio indication to teammates that she's relocating. But they need to do, I guess they need to just add more voice lines for that, because there's only 10.
Getting a fresh angle.
Or they need, you know what they need to do? They need to make her say more things, because she literally says the word angle like 10 times.
Echo's got an angle. Moving there. Taking a new angle.
Yes, just you find a different word. Like relocating or like changing position or I don't know, something.
Hey, wake up.
Zorak, hello. Thank you for the wake up. I'm awake. Let's do 2, right? I also use it for shout outs. Wait, which one? The paste bin one? Because I do have a paste bin thing for shout outs, if that's what you're referring to. I think so. I was with TJ during Albie's set. Oh, right. Then yeah, you probably did see me because I know TJ was hanging out a lot around the Kappa Cabana set, I think. The outside area. It was such a pain trying to track him down because I didn't have an internet plan out there, so like I was basically having to hack, for lack of a better word, into the Rye internet. So okay, I'll give a quick explanation. Basically, the way that the internet at that convention center worked is they give you 2 minutes of free access because they need you to be able to pay to use the internet, and so they have to give you internet to be able to make the transaction. I basically just entered a fake email and every time to make it think I was going to pay, and then I used that 2 minutes to try and message people. It was like the worst thing because like I kept getting disconnected after 2 minutes, so I had to keep entering like a bunch of different fake emails. Sorry to the center for that, but I didn't want to spend money. I probably should have. It would have been so much easier. I wasn't sure how reliable it would be though. I was very hungover. Okay, I mean, it was Amsterdam. Like, that's a given. Juju, hello again. I finally got to your message. Oh my god, I'm almost caught up. I was talking about the mug, but it's too full. Oh, right. Yes, I should drink that. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, there we go. So it's got a little the canal buildings, and then on the back it's got the bikes because the Dutch are very into their bikes, and you basically need to do like a 360 every time you cross a road because you're liable to get hit by a bicycle at any time. Um, oh my gosh, Guy Mech, hello. How are you doing? Hope you're well. It's good to see you. How have your Fortnite games been going? I hope they've been going well. And also thank you for just reminding me, just being here, just reminding me I need to delete your ball for sabotaging me in the one and only Fall Guys game that I joined. I will make sure to do that next stream that we do that. I was thinking of doing some coding streams. That's right, because you're a software engineer as well. I saw that in your description. That's so cool. Do you mind sharing a bit about like the stacks you work with or work on? I'm so curious because I feel like I haven't been able to ask you. I can't bring myself to code after work anymore. Yeah, that's 100% fair. There are some days where I've literally changed my schedule because I used to, in my panel description below, I had like a whole list, like a whole routine of stuff I was going to do. Like on Tuesdays I was going to code, and then on Thursdays I was going to code, and then on the weekend I was going to game on those streams. But yeah, as you can tell, I'm playing a game and it's a Tuesday because yeah, I can't, there's no like set rule to whenever I have done too much coding or whatever, so it's a lot more vague now, but it helps. So I can just decide on the day. I have about 15 Smurfs, so don't worry. Okay, then maybe we'll play. It would be, I mean, who have I played? I've played, is it Soba or Sova? I think it's Sova with a V, and Sage so far. And I think I like Sova because although Sage is apparently the more beginner friendly, what do you call them? Agent. It's a lot less mental gymnastics trying to work out where to put the freaking wall thing. Like I don't know when to use it, so I end up like never using it. But with Sova, I can at least like just, if I think an enemy's around the corner, I can do the bow and arrow thingy, and that helps. I gotta drive. Okay, it's drive safely. Hopefully you're driving and not still listening to me. It's good to see you though. I'm so excited to get to meet you in San Diego. It's gonna be so much fun. It's just so jarring. Yes, it is. No more sleeping. Wait, what is it that late? Like afternoon? Did you only just wake up? I think it's like 4 there, isn't it? Oh wait, you said hey, wake up. You meant me. Okay, yeah. I get it. Miko, oh my gosh, hello. Okay, let me give some more shout outs because now we have a good number of people here. Guy Mech, of course. Thrak, of course. And Miko. Oh, I think I just shouted out the wrong Miko again. God damn it. Okay, just ignore that Miko. Wait, is this the clip? Is this why you killed Beach? Okay, little context. Dimec was playing this really cute, like, Stardew Valley type game.
How dare you, dog?
And I said I would gift 10 subs. Oh, sorry, 5 subs. If he killed that little duck.
Oh, let's go.
And
Fire. Now he killed me.
and his entire chat was trying to make him not kill the little duck, and I just wanted to sow the seeds of chaos, which is what I did.
Oh, there's art. Cassie, come here. No.
What? Okay.
Oh,
There's art. You want the art? I promise. Look.
it really likes this clip. I think it played this one last time as well.
What was the guy's
Okay,
name?
just oh,
Chief was-
Miko doesn't
There
exist.
we go.
What? It just skipped. Miko, it's not a channel. Bruh. Check if you can change your username. If you can just get Miko, 4 letters.
Spread it on the bread.
that clip. Ugh. How was the Wandering Village, by the way? I saw a giant moving turtle thingy, and turtle? I don't know. It was like a mountainous thingy, and it was very cute looking. What are the odds? I know. You literally spent so much effort. That's why I went to 10 from 5, because I felt bad. Like, you didn't even know if I was memeing, if I wasn't even going to give any subs, so kudos to you for following through on that, and Killing Beach version 2. I don't think they're going to trust you with a version 3, are they? Probably not. Shout me out again to confirm. I mean, that. Hold on. I do exist. You do. Meta, hello. Oh my gosh. I need a shout out from Meta. Mountains are real. I just don't think they should have their own time zone. Wandering Village was so good. Nice. I'm glad. I clicked on your link a few times. I hope that helped. I definitely do need to check out that game, because I feel like I haven't really played a proper sim type, like what do you call it? Like a Stardew game. What was I doing? Oh, Meta. Meta. How are you, Meta? How is the hot tub coming along? I hope it's coming along well. Valorant, of course. Oh. It's the Dead by Daylight game. This is Dead by Daylight, friends. Look at this Dead by Daylight action. Okay, for context, I was working on shout out stuff recently, and I was trying to find clips of Meta playing Dead by Daylight because I was doing a test, and for some reason that clip comes up under Dead by Daylight. Even though it's not Dead by Daylight. So it just got clipped in the wrong category. But you know what? It's fine. Meta was streaming for like, I don't know, more than 12 hours or something. Was it a 24-hour stream? I don't remember. Oh. Yeah. So many lovely streamers in here. You're all very, very talented and entertaining, and it would be nice to eventually one day have an ounce of that entertainment factor. I don't know what words I was trying to say there. I should really turn off Lumia now. Oh god. I get jump scared from whenever I have OBS open because I'm testing stuff and someone like follows and like the alert just goes off in my ear. It's really jarring. So I feel your pain. That was the second chook I killed. The first was an accident. However, they believe I will murder all chooks now. That's right, because that's how you found out that the wolves kill the chooks. So I guess chook number 1 died so that chook number 2 could also die. Because you gained information that way. So that's good. I mean, not good for the chooks and your community, but I think they'll be okay. They'll be fine. Thank you for, no, of course, no worries. I think it gives me metrics with them for the future. Yes, probably. It had that like tracking thing in the URL so they can tell when it's been clicked and stuff like that, I guess. It's close. I was raining all weekend, so we did not go out and build a room. Okay. Just want to finish the deck and then build the hot tub room. Wait, is it like in its own room? Or is it like outside and like with a cover over it? Or how does it look? I have to see pictures. They updated Lumia to allow screenshots of scenes. I am most pleased. Oh yes, I did see that. Lumia streamer doing some very cool stuff. So entertaining. You're just saying that so that I won't delete the Guy Mech ball, but I know what you did, and I'm still deleting the Guy McBall. So there's that. Okay, I finally caught up on chat. Oh my god. That took, how long did that take? That took at least 40 minutes. But we're good now. Okay, let me switch over to the game because I'm wasting time and I need to make sure that I actually get past the first level of this game again. Let me pause the music. All right. So for those of you who are not aware of what this game is about, it's basically a real-time detective thriller. And my objective is to collect evidence to protect someone, or not protect someone, but to disprove a certain event happened. Or someone was convicted of a crime, and I'm trying to disprove that they were not the criminal. And it's very interactive. But it's fixed. You get 1 hour to play the game. Well, not the whole game, but the chapter. And after that 1 hour is up, it forces you to move on. So it's quite stressful because if you don't know what you're looking for or doing, it can be very disorienting.
Harvey, your first meeting is with
But
Carla
we'll be
Berman.
okay.
Get there an hour early so you have time to look around and gather questions.
So we're building a
for your meeting.
gigantic deck, and on
Follow
that deck
any
we're building a
lead you
room.
can for the
Oh, I
main
see.
report.
You
Good
can use
luck.
all year round. Nice.
Don't trust anyone.
I'm so excited for the streams from there. You could basically become a full-time hot tub streamer. That sounds like a solid revenue stream right there. Actually, if your streams are so comfy, I understand what you must do with the... Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. Oh god. Okay. So we are... Is this... Yes, it is. Okay. Right. Oh, that's to lean. Okay, yeah. I'm just reorienting myself. So if I look at my watch, it says 3 p.m. My meeting, I think, is at 4. Look at this guy. He has really nice eyes.
Apologies for the protesting outside. I hope it wasn't too hard to hear them. If you don't mind.
So for some more context, I have actually played this game once through to the end, but I did so badly. I think I got the worst ending. Which is why I'm giving it another shot, because I feel like I want to do better at this game to get my money's worth out of it. And hopefully we'll make it. I don't know. This is only the first level, so yeah. Let me bump up the volume slightly a tad. There we go. R to pick up, and then get the key card from him.
Seems to be in order. Here's your ID badge. If you could just follow me to the security desk.
Oh. Here we go.
Great.
There's this really creepy painting again.
Painting just freak you out? Yeah,
Yes.
weird.
Ah, Mr. Miller. We didn't expect you so early.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just print your agenda.
So basically there are like areas that I can get to with my normal card, and then other ones I'll have to like creep to. I basically, in the last stream that I played this level like 3-ish times, so I feel like I know what I'm doing now.
Your first is...
I want to try.
Ah, speak of the devil. Carla.
She's the
this is
person
Mr.
who I'm
Miller
having a
from the
meeting
Charing
with
Post.
in
You
an
have
hour.
a meeting today, I believe.
Yes, of course. A pleasure to meet you, Mr. Miller.
Okay.
Is it that time already?
No, no. Mr. Miller is just fashionably early.
Good. For a moment, I thought I was running behind. I'll be ready in my office for our meeting as scheduled. I have to run, I'm afraid, but we'll speak soon. Thank you, Dan.
Righty-o, Carla. Right, here's your agenda. Great. Why don't you read
Thank
that
you.
over and put it in your briefcase for safekeeping? I suppose that's everything
go.
from me. If you need
Right.
anything further, know where I am.
Okay, so we have a meeting at 4 o'clock, and the time is... Excuse me. It is 3:02, so we're actually already losing time. I feel like I need to have a speedrun thingy on this game. Alright, where are we going first? Okay. I want to get a perfect ending to this level. That is all I want, because we basically had some... I think I need to collect at least 3 pieces of evidence that I can use. To... Oh, that's right. Oh, okay. See, I'm getting overwhelmed already, because there's just so many places that I can already investigate. I need to go upstairs again. Okay, so first we need to go collect a card. ID card. Anything else? I don't think there was a passport. No, okay. So the mistake that I made last time that Greg very thankfully helped us with is
End of messages. You have no new messages.
that Carla's card can actually open up the doors that we need. I thought that purple was the highest security. It's not. Detective Holden's phone records. Oh. Okay, we might actually have to play this more than a few times again, because I've already... Ah, actually, I do know where I'm going. I'm going this way. To 214. I'll try and get this done in one go, but this could be tough. Right, I'm going to 214. This is where we want to be. And we're looking in here. Somewhere. Ah. Debbie Locke, 1723. Where was that? Debbie Locke's office? I don't know where that is. Wait. Oh, I need to go back this way. Let me double check where Debbie's office is. I keep forgetting that it gets moved. See, if I knew that, then I wouldn't have had to waste time.
I'm not ready for our meeting yet, Mr. Miller.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can you come back later?
Yes. Debbie Locke 213. Uh-oh. I forgot what the code is. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna... in 23. Okay, then we're gonna hide under the desk. Oh my god. I needed to put the code in because the safe has a security timer on it, so I may as well get it started while I'm waiting for him to turn off the security alarm. Because I forgot what the code is. Alright, we're good. After this is done, we can get the phone records, and then that will be complete. Then we should be making good time. Oh my god, this 2 minutes takes forever. He's still out there. There's I think there's a vent. There is. Okay, but it's too much effort to get to that. It's done. Okay. Oh my god. ID card. Thank you. Letter. Thank you. Phone record. Thank you. And we're gonna lock this. There. Nice. I'm gonna take these tokens because I think I need them. And then we're gonna get out of here. Wait, hold on. Is there anything useful on this? Passwords. That could be useful. Forgot what all the passwords are from last time, so that was great. Lost property 2267. Okay, that's also useful. Alright. And we need to get out of here. Okay, that's fine. He didn't suspect anything. Okay. So we have one thing down. We need to listen to the answer phone tape.
Steve, there's been an alarm set off. Can you go check it out?
I don't remember where that tape is. I already know this. Alright, how much time do we have? Alright, we're only 11 minutes in, okay. Let's go back downstairs because I think I need to find the answer phone tape. I forgot where it is. Oh no, that's not the answer phone tape. I did just remember something else. Okay, we need to go to the room where the thing gets... No, not here. This way. There should be... Yeah, there it is. Threat. You there? I think so. Right. Ryan Disler? Here we go. Here we go. I did find it after all. Nice. Anything juicy in your locker? Oh, just a tape. Yeah. Alright, we have the answer phone tape. It's actually really good. We can listen to that on tapes somewhere. We need to find somewhere to listen to that. I think there's a way to get to the roof. Oh, there's also here. No.
No floppy disks detected.
Yes. That noise. Like the fan or something? Right, this door is what's blocking this vent. So I can access that now. Oh, here we go.
Carla, 10 days. 10 bloody days. How the hell could you have kept this from me?
There's also something up here.
My family are going to be deported because of you, and I could have done something about it.
I think.
Why the hell didn't you tell me?
Where is
Why
it?
the hell didn't you tell me? This is your fault.
There it is.
Everything that happens next is your fault.
Eject. Okay. I can't go out the... what do you call it? The... entrance because it'll wipe the floppy disk. So we need to not do that because that happened last time. It's really bad. Is there anywhere to hide? Oh, I can hide under this table. Okay. We need to put the floppy disk in... Wait, let me just double check where we are. Okay, we're making good progress. I need to print out something. I also need to read something. Oh. Scared me. Any sudden movements in this game? Give me the heebie-jeebies. Okay. No, I can't do it. I need to wait for the cycle to finish, but how long will that take? Too long, probably. Oh, no, she's gonna come. I should have just done it. I would have... Oh. No. Too risky. I want to lock the office door, but I think she'll still be able to get in. Oh yeah, she's coming in. You just heard. Wait, what was that? I heard someone unlock something just now. That wasn't the door. Okay, maybe she doesn't investigate yet. What? Oh, I forgot the password. I know what it's... Is it buff? No, it's... Oh my god. It's from the tutorial. But I forgot what it is. Oh. It worked. I can't believe I actually remembered that. Oh. I'm really worried about... Maybe she doesn't come into this room until past. I don't actually know. Alright, worst thing she can do is kick me out. Here we go. Save. Copying to the floppy disk. Basically, to be able to print this document for evidence, I need to save it to the floppy disk and then take it to the public printer to print it. It's like it gets that in depth. It's kind of crazy. Okay. Anything else good? No, I already know that. No, don't log out yet. Check what's on here. Right, that's not useful. Yeah. Now we can get out of here. Maybe... Wait, let me just double check where we are. Evidence... Okay. We know that. The True Union Axe Figures file is hidden in the Turing meeting room. There's a floppy disk. Oh. I wonder if that's... We need to find a computer to check that out. Okay, we'll just leave that open. He did not see me come out of there, so that's good. Here we go. Use this. Oh, I can't. I can't view the file before I print it? That's kind of bad. Okay, hold on. Let me... I don't remember the... Oh, that phone call wasn't for me. Okay, we didn't miss a thing yet. And that's good. Let's go up to the... Oh, I can't go that way. Oh, he just said he's going to the bathroom. This might be my opportunity to sneak into his office using Carla's... Oh, for God's sake, how do I get back to his room? Oh, he left his thing open. I don't know what the code is for this. Is there anything juicy on his machine? No. Keyboard. There's a book. There's a safe. I don't know how to get into it though. It's a copier. Do I know what the code for this is? I don't think I do. Hold on. Codes. Lost property to... Oh, that's not it. D-lock? No, this is Hillben. Never mind. Damn it. Okay, so somewhere in this building I would be able to find out his code and then go into that, but I don't know where that is, so I can't do it. Ugh, it's like 2 layers to everything. Alright. In that case, we will go back to what were we doing? Printing out the... Or trying to find a PC to print out the thing. Greg, hello. I'm here to tell you everything you miss again. Thank you. I already remembered the card that opens the door, so thank you for that the last time. We've already put that into action, and we collected the floppy disk on top of the light. So that was good. But I now need to check what is actually on that file. Alright, here we go. Here's the printing room. How are you today, though? I hope you had a good day. That fit you posted earlier was pretty banging, to say. Is this on? Hello? How do I... Oh, here we go. Oh my god, now it takes forever to turn on. Wait, does this even have a floppy disk reader? It doesn't. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, we need to find someone else to read this. Oh. Oh, is that for me? It is. Come on, get out.
Hello, Arby.
Oh, no. Oh, good. I made it.
Harvey, I've been going through more of Alex's interview tapes. I found something quite alarming that seems to have been very quickly dismissed. He says his keycard was stolen earlier on.
Okay, that's the lead that we have is missing.
He
but...
said he tried to log it with Carla Berman.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how frequently she leaves her office, but if you can somehow gain access, you may be able to find evidence linking her to Alex's keycard.
Okay, we already have evidence of that. We just need to print it out, so that's good. Oh, I got an achievement for that. Find and print. Yes. Okay, we have that already. I can go print that technically, but I'm gonna do 2 birds 1 stone and print out the other thing as well. Oh, I do need to try and... Oh my god. Room 118. Is this the room that we're missing? Oh no, that's the office where we just were. Okay. I'm doing good, man. How are you? I'm doing great, thank you. Yeah. Having a good week so far. Work was nice and productive today. Didn't feel too much like coding because I've been coding all day today. So we're playing this and trying to get better at it. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, this door is locked and I need to actually like unlock the thing. Bro, this game sometimes. There we go, my internet was like 0.01 upload and 400 download. Oh god.
Listen, Mr. Miller, I know
No!
this has nothing to
Get
do
me
with
out
it.
of this
There
cutscene.
was an alarm.
I'm sorry the alarm went off. That totally wasn't
If you
me.
could just make sure to stay in the allocated areas, that would be great.
It's Meta uploading all of his Ron to OnlyFans. That's why your upload is so low. I'm having flashbacks, so of you failing to get into that office again. Yes, that was really bad. Okay, we're just gonna print this. Hold on. Okay. Insert token. Oh my god. Yes, go. Choose the file. Missing ID card. This printer. Here we go. There's only 4 sheets in this? Right. Oh, I need to print another token. I need to double check the Union Act thing, because one of them's wrong. Oh, you know what? We'll just print it out. We'll just print it. Because it was on the floppy disk. God. Here we go. Maybe this will work. Oh. It had it already. Hey, look at that. All of our leads. Nice. Okay, wow, okay. Great. So all of the leads that we wanted to do from last time, we've done 4 of them. I don't know if there are more. There are probably more. We have how long? We have still half an hour to kill. Okay, and then in that case, let's try and find the code for... Oh, that's the room that I was trying to get into. There's the data recovery thing. There's the tape deck. There's the floppy disk. Okay. I don't think I can get into there without... Well, I mean, I don't really have anything important on that disk anymore. Maybe we'll be okay. This is still open. I've collected the thing from this room, which is good. Yeah, I don't know what else there is. Maybe we'll be okay. But I do want to get into the security desk's office. Oh. I wonder if that's a reference to the game developer or something. It looks like a very oddly specific person. Yeah, but I don't know where the code for that would be.
Hi.
Hello?
Hey, Harvey. I am Mr. Miller.
Hello? Oh, there's a floppy disk here. This blank floppy disk. Maybe there's something on it. Take it. Okay, passcode 4276. Oh, that is useful actually. How am I supposed to find what the security... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. How am I supposed to find what the security... Where's the crumpled note? Where did the crumpled note go? I literally just had it in my hand. Oh, maybe it uncrumpled it. I don't know what it would say then. Ugh, alright, whatever. I'll assume it was nothing important because the thing didn't appear. That's so I can get back later if I need to. What else? I could get into our office now, but I don't think there's any point because I feel like I've got the information that I need already. Maybe we just confront her on time. I don't know. I really want to get the security desk thing because I feel like there's something juicy there. I don't know where to find that. Oh, maybe in here. Might be in here? I think so. Let's... Oh, I'm holding a floppy disk. It's gonna get corrupted. Will it be okay if it's in my thing? Oh.
Floppy disk detected.
Okay, we'll leave my briefcase outside.
No floppy disks detected.
There's no floppy disk. Oh. There's a vent here. Action. How? It says note put in briefcase, but I don't have a briefcase on me. Oh, Debbie lock. That's fine. We don't need to access Debbie lock's thingamajig again. Oh, I can fax stuff? What? Okay. Good to know. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh no. Okay, I already know that. "10 minutes past the hour, then 30 minutes later, like clockwork." Well, that's also good to know, but I don't know this code for the thing. Unless it's... What? There's something in here already? Oh, no, there's not. I think we're okay. I think this room is fine. Let's try and take this vent out and see where it takes us. Oh, Gemma Hughes. Lost property. Ah. I think this is car. No, it's not. I need to go back around to get my briefcase. Lost property. Jay Hughes's office. Oh. Actually, yeah, we can get out of here. Oh no, but I have to. Oh, you know what? Oh. God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna put the floppy disk in here, and I think we should still be able to get out.
Floppy disk detected.
Oh. Really? Oh, my thing was here this whole time. I had no idea. I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I could recall it. Lost property box, staff. Yeah, I already know that. I already know this. Oh.
No floppy disks detected.
I can just pick it up from here. Oh. I didn't even know I could open that as well.
No floppy disks detected. No floppy disks detected.
Can I put this here? Okay.
No floppy disks detected.
Nice. I can sneak out this way. Oh my god, you're right there. Okay, we have 20 minutes. That's kind of enough time, I think, to try and find this security code. Maybe we should just try the lost property security code, honestly. Let's do that. He should be out of his office. Alright, come on, let's go. Wait. Oh, you think there's something in here? Drowning in your apathy. I'm just casually searching through this bin. Very not sus. Who's talking to me? Go away. You're scaring me. Wait, am I on the basement floor? I think I am. I shouldn't be here. Let me go back up. I think I'm on the wrong floor. Yeah, that's like a basement floor? I don't know. Never been down there actually. Okay, let's loop it back around and try and find ground floor. Oh, I thought. Okay, we are on the ground floor, I think. Yeah, here we go. Okay, he's not in his office.
Please enter PIN.
Oh. need Carla's code. Hold on. We've got it somewhere. Door code 5276.
Please enter PIN.
5276.
Code denied.
Oh. Wait, what? Yo, I thought it was her door code. Schedules. Misc. Yeah. Computer part. Oh.
Please enter PIN.
5331.
Access granted.
Well, I just saw what the code was. Does that go into my thing? I'm standing like right there. It doesn't? Okay, I'm gonna put it into chat. Don't panic, chat. I'm just making a note. There we go. I don't think that will also be the code for this, or will it? I wonder if I watch him long enough, he'll put in the code. Okay, apparently, so according to my schedule, or according to the schedule, his pee break schedule, he'll go to the toilet in about
Hello, Mr. Miller.
10 minutes.
I'm a wee bit busy, I'm afraid.
Are you? Okay. Alright, maybe this is maybe as far as we can go then. Ah, Notorious Swede. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello. Let me just double check. Wait, that didn't... Oh, there we go. How are you? How is Scribblenauts? Oh my god, I love that game. Let me give you a shout out. Welcome in. Thank you so much.
I want to die. I hate living.
Okay, mood, first of all. I want to die. I hate living. I feel that.
Note to self. Get those bushes trimmed this weekend.
Oh, really? Okay, whatever. But yeah, hopefully you had a good time playing Scribblenauts. That I first got that game on DS, Nintendo DS, and it kind of blew my mind, like just how many words that you could put in. And I'm pretty sure they've improved on that. Like, you can now, like, basically anything you can think of, they've already added, and you can like combine them and stuff. It's kind of crazy, to be honest. Public phone 15:46 in 1 minute. Okay, we need to get to a public phone. Where's the closest public phone? I think it's upstairs. Was it here? Here we go. Wait for our phone call.
Steve, I'm just getting a drink of water.
Oh.
Cover me.
Here. Getting a drink of water. No, I need to answer the phone call. Oh, it's okay. I have a... I'm not lurking suspiciously. You're lurking suspiciously. Oh. I'm sorry. You didn't see... How did you know? Your back was turned.
Harvey, I just received an anonymous fax. Do you know where the Turing meeting room is?
Oh, yes.
It seems as though
Yeah, okay, I already have this lead. Yeah.
The Bowman Castle Group are intentionally inflating figures based around the Union Act.
Mm-hmm.
If you're able to find the evidence, it may help inform the public about what the truth is here. I'm sure Carla Berman may have a thing or two to say about those figures, since she's the one spreading them in her print media. Anyway, let me know what you find.
I already found that lead, so we're okay. Are you back in your office now? Did I scare you? Ugh. Oh, but your room is open still. I don't want to go in because he's gonna get mad. Oh, you're going for your
Hello,
drink
Mr. Miller.
of water. Or you're going to the toilet. It's. Oh no, you're not going to the toilet. Shit. What? Why can't I focus on this? 5. Is it 5, 3, 3, 1? Damn it. Meeting in 10 minutes. Maybe it's on this flower. Thank you, card. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's in the book. I have a Quran. Can I open it? Did I find all the leads? I feel like I maybe did. There are only 4. I mean, I found 4. I don't know if there's more though. I can't tell. I really want to see what's inside this safe, but I don't know where to find the code. Let me see. I need to. There we go. There's nothing. I don't think there's anything in these toilets. I can still flush them though, right? I can. Some nice attention to detail. Oh. Oh no. What was it? Add Quran to the bin. I probably shouldn't do that. Sounds kind of not good. I wonder, can I read it? I don't think I can read it. Do I have it? Can't access my inventory. Okay. He took 3 minutes. This is locked. In shoot. Alright, I don't know what the security desk
Mr. Miller, your meeting is in 10 minutes. Don't be late.
Yeah. It's cool that he slid over to use the thing like that. Alright, should we just do the meeting? I think we just do the meeting and then we see how that goes. So basically, what just happened is I have to collect evidence. So I have 4 leads, or I don't know if there are only 4 or if there are more than 4, but 4 is the most I've been able to find. And then for each one of these leads, I need to collect a piece of evidence to confront Carla with whom I have a meeting in 9 minutes. So the evidence is to be able to like dispute her claims. So if I find a lead but I don't find any evidence, then she can be like, oh well, you're just making a false claim. But if I find a piece of evidence, then I can be like, well, actually no, because I have evidence. So that is the goal. And as you can tell, I found a piece of evidence for every single one of the claims that I've been able to find, which I have not done yet. So this should give me a good, relatively, I mean, every lead that I've found a thing for, so that's good. But I don't know if there's more, or if 4 is, 4 is good enough. I think we'll just full send it and we'll go and we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right, where are you, Carla? I think you're on the top floor. Or you're on this floor. I think you're... Let's go upstairs. Oh yeah, here you go.
You're right.
Steve is levitating in the... That's not normal. Okay. Oh. I don't know if there's any point to the cigarettes and the coffee. I feel like maybe not. Oh, I know that already. Your old answer phone? No. I didn't know. I would really love to actually investigate her office. I wonder if I should just bust into her office. That'd be suspicious. Hey, I have your keycard and I know the code to your door. That's not suspicious at all. Run with angels. Some tokens. Marker pen. I really went down there. No. I'm gonna put the Quran in my... Here we go. Alright. You ready for a meeting?
Mr. Miller, quick reminder. You have a meeting in 5 minutes.
I know. I'm right here. I'm trying to get in. Let's just sit and wait. Because apparently she's busy. I mean, I am 5 minutes early, which is pretty good, to be honest. I've been late to all the previous meetings. So, this is a good change of pace. I wonder if she'll automatically see us right here when she opens the door. Let's review. So, the phone records. Alex says he wasn't in the facility, but we have the phone records to prove that Alex wasn't there. Stolen ID. He said that his ID was stolen and he logged it with Carla. We have the email to prove that.
Please enter PIN.
Oh.
Code accepted. Access granted.
Weren't you... Okay. Carla claims Alex threatened her, but we listened to the phone tape and that's not the case. And also the Union Act. He created a digital report he called the True Union Act figures. And yeah. All right. We are on time. Let's go.
Hello, Mr. Miller. Please come in and take a seat.
Thank you.
So I gather you've got some questions you'd like to ask me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do my best to answer them.
Oh, okay. We just go straight into it. Wait for me to sit down, but that's fine. Head of PR.
Shall we begin?
Current list of questions.
A vendetta against him?
I think I'm bugged.
Well, that was blunt, but honestly,
Because I didn't
I'm
sit
not
down.
surprised.
Oh my god.
I wondered if you'd bring this up. It's rather troubling, but
Oh.
Alex and I
can look around now.
never seemed to get on. And on the night of the attack, he threatened me. I didn't want to make this publicly personal, but it looks like he has anyway.
No, I can't see my thing. Oh, hold on.
Yes,
never mind.
he left me a voice message. He was very angry about something, and he took it out on me that night. I have no doubts in my mind that man is
Oh,
guilty of
really?
everything
I have
say he
evidence
did.
to say that
And
he
I'm
actually
frankly
didn't.
amazed that anyone would stand up for him. No offense.
Present evidence. I heard the message. He didn't threaten you.
Well, you have done your research.
Boom.
I feel bad for what happened to Alex.
Why
I
would you
really do,
lie
but
straight to my
I
face?
can't be
One
held
lie is just going
responsible
to...
for every little action taken. It may have sounded like Alex was the victim, but I can assure you,
It's going to damage
I
your
felt
entire
very
case.
threatened by his message. You heard what he said. Everything that happens next is because of me, and we all know what happened next.
Okay, fair. That was slightly ominous sounding, but...
Well, you don't sugarcoat your words, Mr. Miller. But tell me, what do you think about it?
I think... I'm going to say it doesn't prove Alex is guilty because it's too vague.
No, I suppose it doesn't. But I'm not here to defend my actions, Mr. Miller. Anyway, you heard the tape. I think it speaks for itself.
Really? I'm just trying to represent Alex fairly.
Well, I don't envy you your job. Shall we move on?
Yes. Oh god. I can't see the thing. Is this... Have I really just done all this for nothing? I'm so mad. Wait. Please. There's got to be a way, surely. Controls, mouse. Briefcase. Watch pager item. There has to be a way. Maybe I enable this? I don't know. Not like this. Please. There's like, I can hear the sounds being pressed. But I can't seem to get to my... my dossier. She's taken away my arms. I can't click on the thing. Oh my god, I am so mad. I just spent all of that time, like, getting the perfect run, and I can't even click on the freaking questions. This can't be it. You have to be kidding me. Please. I don't think there's anything I can do. I've tried everything. Clicked everything. The only option is to redo everything, but I feel like I've just exhausted all my energy, and I would have to wait until the meeting time again, which is going to take forever. I was kind of just wandering around doing nothing for the last half hour, because I finished everything in half an hour. Wow. Just wow. Oh. Oh, that's zooming. The other text appeared when I... The alt text appeared when I did control, and now it's not appearing. I'm mad. Okay, well, I'm not gonna redo the whole thing today because that would just be... I would have to just be waiting. But I want to get it done. Oh my god. Maybe I just do it. I think I just do it. Oh my god, I'm so upset that that happened. That was the run. Alright, well, this is the run.
Harvey, your first meeting is with Carla Berman. Get there an hour
Oh my
early
god.
so you have time to look around and gather
I had
questions
it.
for your meeting.
I 100% had that.
Follow any leads you can for the Miller report. Good luck and don't trust anyone.
How do I compare the... How do I compare
I wish that you could fast forward time.
Mr. Miller, is it? We weren't expecting you for another 20 minutes. Not a problem at all. Welcome to Bowman Carson. My name's Steve Crow. Apologies for the protesting outside. I hope it wasn't too hard to get through them.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Just need to check through it. Sorry about this.
Right. Oh. Maybe we can find a security desk code somewhere. I don't know.
Right. This all seems to be in order. Here's your ID badge. If you could just
Thank
follow
you.
me to the security desk.
Thank you. Right, it's 3 now.
Ah, Mr. Miller. We didn't expect you so early. Let me just print your agenda.
Doesn't say the
Give me a
code.
second. Your first is... speak of the devil. Carla, this is Mr. Miller from the Turing Post. You have a meeting today, I believe.
Yes, of course. A pleasure to meet you, Mr. Miller. Is it that time already?
No, no. Mr. Miller is just fashionably early.
Good. For a moment I thought I was running behind. I'll be ready in my office for our meeting as scheduled.
Yes.
I have to run, I'm afraid, but we'll speak soon. Thank you, Dan.
Righty-o, Carla. Right, here's your agenda. Great. Why don't you read that over and put it in your briefcase for safekeeping?
Okay.
I suppose that's everything from me. If you need anything further, you know where I am.
Yes, I do. Thank you very much. Alright, so... Yep, we know that. I am really curious as to where the security desk code is. I have no idea where that would be. We need to get to the print room first. We need to go upstairs. And then we need to unlock the thingy-mabob and get the thingy-mabob for the thingy-mabob. Yes. All makes sense. Oh, I saw a token there. Oh. Is it not here? Oh, here we go. Give me this. Oh. Oh no, I don't actually need to go that way. I see everything with Providence. The Debbie Locke's. I need to go to Debbie Locke's room. I forgot what the thing is, but that's okay. Uh, 7256 2756. Oh, I've actually forgotten what the code is already. Oops. Okay.
Steve, there's been an alarm set off.
I actually do need to go into that room then. How did I forget the code? Oh, because I was thinking I've memorized like 3 other codes, so one of them had to drop off my memory. Ugh. One 723. Okay. I'm getting there. Slowly. Avoid you. a loop around. I think. Can I do that? I think I can. One, 7, 2, 3. Yeah, now we just need to wait for the code to, sorry, the safe to unlock. And then we should have access to the phone records. And then, let's see, what are the other ones? Need to print the facts and figures. We need to get into that room for that. The answer tape and then the email. Okay, so this one's the most complicated one, I think. We're good. We're fine. Everything's fine. Just need to wait for that to finish, and then we should be golden. I don't know why this safe feature is a thing, but apparently it is. There was nothing interesting on here, was there? No. Here we go.
Hey, listen!
Oh my god, that scared me. There, hello. How are you? Hope you're well. Thank you for waking me up, although I was already awake. That was scary. Okay. I'm incredibly mad right now because I think I managed to complete this and then the game glitched out and suddenly I have not. That's kind of annoying, but I'm trying again. Wait, let me try and get up here without setting the alarm off. Okay, yeah, we're good. I'm trying to speedrun this now because I think I know what I'm doing. Maybe, I don't know. Oh. Sad. Sorry. I mean, it's not your fault, so don't worry about it. It's okay. It happens. I was gonna switch to something else, but I really did want to see if I could get the good ending of this chapter. So that's what we're doing. Wait, did I? Oh, I did. Okay, nice. Okay. It's basically just a lot of... So I think I don't even know where I am right now. I'm getting sidetracked. I just need to find my way back down. Good. Hope you're doing well. I am. Thank you. Yeah. It was a nice day at work today. Pretty stress-free. But I did do a lot of coding today, so I was like, I'm not going to do a coding stream because I already worked a lot today. I'm going to just play something. How were the Apex games? I hope I hope they went well. Or at least they were fun. It was the new mid-season thingy today, wasn't it? So Loba's heirloom. Oh, here we go. Need this, I think. Actually, I don't need this, but we'll take it anyway. Oh, lost property. I do need to be in here. Yes, yes. Thank you. Need this. And then I think I can open this door and reset the alarm. Can I just disable the alarm? If I do this. 2267. Oh. I just disabled the alarm. Nice. Oats, hello. Good to see you. Oh my god, I thought there was a god there. They went, oh, they were awful. I mean, it happens. Probably all the sweats getting back on to check out the new updates, you know? But were they at least fun, is the other question. Because if you had fun, then it wasn't really awful.
No floppy disks detected.
Right. Gonna grab this floppy disk from up here. Gonna listen to the answer thing here. Rewind. Play.
Carla, 10 days. 10 bloody days. How the hell could you have kept this from me?
Wait.
I swear to God, my family are going to be deported because of you, and I could have done something about it. Why the hell didn't you tell me? Why the hell didn't you tell me?
Anything useful here?
Everything that happens next is your fault.
No. It's okay, that's exactly what it was. Right. But it was fun, that's good. Good. I am probably... Oh, I do want to... What is that noise? It's like... Oh, it's this. It's kind of jarring, because I can't see the flaps moving. Let's just put that in there. Even though... Can I not take the thing out? Eject? Not sure. I can't leave this room with the floppy disk because, unfortunately... Oh, it does not want me to go down the ladder without climbing. It's gonna wipe... If you remember using floppy disk... Oh, I'm in this room already. Excellent. Okay, let's go. If you go through a magnetic thing, it's gonna wipe everything on the floppy disk. Very... not good. Right. I just need to... not do that. Where is it? Sent. Missing ID. Here we go. Save this to the floppy disk. I'm gonna hide under the desk like a little gremlin. There's someone who comes into this room like to stare out the window, and I don't know exactly when she does it, but it scared me a few times. She caught me. Right, that's done. No, I don't need that because I already have the true figures. Right, we should be okay. Thank you for the honk. Is that for me? No, I don't have any pager going. I think that's for her. Right, we're gonna print. Using this public printer. Look at this public printer. It's so lovely, and just sit down. We put a token in, and then we're like, what do we want to print? We want to print this. Using this public printer. This game. It's like so in depth sometimes, but it's very cool. It can be very frustrating. Yeah. Another token. Need to print the other thing on this public printer. Yeah. How do I get out? Oh. That's what I wanted, right? Oh, yeah. And there's one more lead. Didn't I just print that? I love all the sounds. I want to play it. It's so good. They did a really good job with the sound design. I think... Oh. No. I did print it. Oh, I'm so confused. Missing ID cards. I used an extra token, but maybe this is what I need. Hey, it just didn't register for some reason. I was panicking. It's a really good puzzle game. I am enjoying it a lot. It is frustrating if you don't know what you're doing, though. That is for sure. Can I just steal the ID from around your neck? Like, would you mind? Alright. Nothing in the bin. Okay, so technically I'm up to where I was now, but I have to kill 45, or, well, not 45 now. What would that be? 43 minutes? I really don't... Is there a way that I can just have the meeting, like, now? Oh, there's a vent here. Do I know about this vent already? Oh, this is the elevator. I don't know exactly where this goes. Stockroom. Me running around looking for stuff. Yeah, like me in real life. I'm just like a rat going through the... I'm just like turning off fuse boxes and like resetting everything. I'm a little gremlin. That's what I am. Oh. You did not see anything. Nothing. Nothing at all.
Harvey?
Why is he standing like that?
Please enter PIN.
5276.
Access granted.
Okay. 5276. Oh, I don't need to go in here anymore. Okay. Well, what do I do now? Because I don't have the security desk code. I could... No, I can't try every code. I was gonna like... I could try every code. No. It's got to be somewhere on the level. I don't know where, like, where I would find that. Maybe it's in his locker. I don't know what that would be. Basically, I've got evidence for every lead that I've been able to find so far, which these are the only 4 leads. They're all crossed out, so that's fine. My meeting is at 4 o'clock, so I have to kill 40 minutes, like, of real time, because this game plays out in real time. And I don't know what to do for the next 40 minutes. I do want to get into the security desk lock safe, because there is a safe at his desk, and he leaves his desk at past. But I don't know where to find the code. Not the eye emojis. It's so cursed looking. Audio terminal. I don't think I need that. I can ignore the phone calls because they're just going to give me leads to everything I already have. Do you think he'll mind if I break into his office while he's in there already? Surely he'll be fine, right? Probably. Carla.
Steve, I'm just going to the bathroom.
Why does he need to make a PA announcement to tell everyone he's going to the bathroom? That seems a bit excessive. That's how he was looking at you? Oh, right. Stealth 100.
Hello, Mr. Miller.
I need to creep into his office because last time I ran in there and he was just immediately saw. Oh. Oh, I thought I could get on that. There's this safe. I don't know what the code for this is. Let me try... Oh, no, it won't be the same. 1, 7, 2, 3. No. 2267. It's not gonna be that. I don't know where to find this. I don't know what the point of doing that is. That's the Quran. That was not helpful, I don't think. Is there anything on his PC? Recycling bin, emails, how to print documents. Nope. So thank you. I just swapped it with the book. Oh. 1982? Oh my god. Oh my god, get out. He's coming back, I think. How do I... Oh my god. Okay, I know what the code is now. Kugel Blitz 173. That is an amazing username. And I think you probably have watched Umbrella Academy, because so have I, and I love that word. Thank you for the follow. How's it going? We are hopefully going to prevent any occurrence of a Kugel Blitz right now when we open this safe. Where did he go? The latency, or latency, I should say, from chat to video was horrendous. Who had just fixed it? I think you have. I mean, if you want to send a message, I'll read it as soon as it appears on the screen. And then you can test. Where did he go? Okay, I think I got the code. What was it? 1982? Maybe we should just do it. We just full send? Where is he? Oh my god, that scared me. He's gonna come out of the men's toilets. Oh, he's coming out. No, he's not. Okay. 1982. Oh my god, it was just a music tape. This whole... I was stressing over... tape. I've had this game tag for 10 plus years. Oh. Is it not even from Umbrella Academy, or was it in the comics? I mean... did that just word exist before the program? A good program. It is. I did enjoy it. This last season wasn't as great as the previous seasons, but it was still fun, I guess. 1982, Full Send, go, go, go. Yeah, I did it, and it wasn't worth it. I got a music tape out of it. Can't believe it. All that. I still need to kill another 35 minutes. Oh my god. We just... I don't know. Let's listen to this music. Google Blitz, how did you find my channel? If you don't mind me asking. Were you looking for people playing The Occupation, or did you find me from something I've made, or how did you find me? I'm curious. And thank you card. Note. It's buff. Oh. My dear Sonny is stuck in the vent. I tried the hole below print machine. Oh, I see. He's the one that stole the thingy. Google Blitz is a real thing too. Do you want me to explain the name? I mean, sure. If it doesn't violate TOS, then go for it. I think it is, but yes, explain. Oh, right, if it's a real thing. Yes, please explain. I mean, it can't be that bad because they made a whole program. They made that the name of the apocalypse and the thing, so I'm sure if it was like something really terrible, they wouldn't have used it. Or maybe they would because it's that kind of show. Oh. I came from Triggerfire. Ah, well, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. It's nice when people can find me through that. Or they were curious enough to click the link. A Google Blitz is a black hole formed from energy, and 173 is the number of astronomical units in a parsec. What? Okay, so it is a real thing, and they just named that as the apocalypse. Like, okay, that's really cool actually. I did not know that was an actual like term. So thank you for sharing. I thought it just kind of sounded like some made up word. In hindsight, that show is kind of smart enough to like use actual terms and stuff, so I'm glad that was an actual thing before the show popularized it or made it more popular. I'd actually be interested to see the Google trends for that word, to see if it like just spiked in search when that show came out, or when the last season came out. I was pretty sure it was real. Yeah. I mean, it's a really nice sounding word. Google Blitz. Astrophysics in uni was a beautiful waste of my life. Or, I mean, do you think so? I mean, astrophysics needs a lot of maths. I'm sure you could like that. You have a lot of transferable skills that you could apply to other areas. Very mathy and sciencey, and I'm sure someone with an astrophysics degree would be pretty well regarded. Oh my god. Okay. We're this here again. Lift access. Okay. Oh, this is just I'm just going around in circles at this point. I just want to get to the meeting with Carla and be done. Please. Maybe oh no, I don't need to go into that room again. Okay. Oh. Can I get out of here, please? Just glitched. Did that? Wait, what? But as many interesting mechanics as this game has, some of the interactions.
What are you doing in here?
Oh.
Come on, Mr. Miller, out.
Sorry. Imagine if you were just walking past a room and you just saw
Thank you.
someone crawl out of a vent.
These already what we're doing.
It would be terrifying. When it came out, I had hundreds of people come into my chat and just tell me that they'd seen the program. Oh god. That's funny. And then they click on your name and it's just like, you've created this account like years and years ago. That's kind of funny. I'm just pouring water. So what's this game? So basically this is a real-time detective thriller where you get to where each level gives you a fixed amount of time to investigate and collect as much evidence as you can for your objective. And there's lots of like environmental puzzles and stuff. It's pretty intense, especially if you're playing it for the first time. I've played this level, well, I've done one like full playthrough blind, a couple, or maybe like last year, I want to say. And I got the worst ending because I had no idea what I was doing or how to solve any of the puzzles. So I've come back to try and do better. And yeah, I played this level a couple times now, and I think I know what I'm doing. So I've actually just managed to speedrun it in like 15 minutes of an hour. So I have a meeting at 4 o'clock according to the in-game time. And this watch... Oh, yeah, I forgot that I can do this. I can actually do stuff on my watch. I have a little light up thingy. That's funny. It's currently, what was it? 3:32, and I have a meeting at 4 o'clock, and I've collected everything I can. So I'm just waiting till the meeting now. But normally this would take me up to like the whole hour to like try and collect everything. So this is only the first level as well, I should say. When we get to the next level, I'm just basically going to be blind again. But I'm not going to do the next level today because it's already 12:10, and I just want to get to the interview now. Who says call me? 002318. I'm pretty sure I already know what she's going to say, but I haven't got anything else to do, so I may as well call her. May as well.
Please insert token.
002318.
Harvey, I've been going through more of Alex's
Yeah, I already
interview
know
tapes.
this.
I found something quite alarming that seems to have been very quickly dismissed. He says his keycard was stolen earlier on the day of the explosion.
It's this third point down,
He said
stolen
he tried to lock
ID.
it with Carla Berman. I'm not sure how frequently she leaves her office, but if you can somehow gain access, you may be able to find evidence linking her to Alex's keycard.
No need. I already found the email on Alex's side. which is really good. So originally I thought I had to break into her office, which was really difficult because she's always in her office. She doesn't, I mean, she does leave it sometimes, but it's difficult. So what I did was I just broke into the other guy's office. Ah. Alex, oh, 0208. Right, it's fine. I broke into the person's office who sent it. So his office was actually empty. I managed to get the email that way. You're from the UK too. I am. I'm in the southeast. But you are correct, of south. Whereabouts in the UK are you from, if you don't mind me asking? Let me give you a shout out because you said that you streamed. Shout out Google Blitz. Are you from the UK? I said you said 2, so. Oh my god. It's the news. That's actually really loud.
Little bud just hitting 500 followers live on stream.
Oh my
Absolute
god, I
legend
love the
of a supportive
overlay.
person.
It's so
Great
cute.
personality, yo. I'm so glad you hit your goal. Well done.
Oh, you're from Newcastle? No way.
Sorry. I am very loud. I'm just getting told off of my daughter for being so loud.
You're a Geordie. That's amazing. I did my masters in Newcastle. I went to Northumbria. Very lovely city. Everyone in the north is so nice. It was really great. I really enjoyed being in Newcastle. Not a fan of the journey because I took National Express all the way from the south because I was a broke student. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do the coach. And it's like £12 in the off season. 12 hours on coach. 1 change in London. That was pretty hellish. But after like the first 2 trips, I realized the strat was to stay awake for 24 hours before getting on the coach. So I literally just passed out on the coach and it was fine. So yeah. That seems excessive. 12, I mean, yes. You mean taking the coach? Because I could have... You can actually fly if you, like, it's kind of weird to me that you can fly from UK airports to UK airports. It makes sense because, you know, there are airports and you can fly between them. It seems like it makes more sense for the US because, you know, the US is so big. I could also take the train. The only problem is trains and flights are just pretty expensive. Or at least compared to the coach. The coach was £12. It was like no-brainer. Yeah. Love the Greggs. Sausage rolls in the north are something else. I can drive to Chicago in 12 hours. I don't actually know which state you're based in, Totes. I don't recall if you've said. My US geography is pretty bad. I know like the major places. Actually, I do know where Chicago is because it's the city of wind, right? Because Watch Dogs was set in Chicago, and I remember a map for that, I think, or like where that was. It's such a weird like thing to reference, but that's that's how I know where that is. I've driven 12 hours and yeah, I can't even imagine like driving 12 hours. I get tired after like an hour of driving, to be honest. Well, maybe not an hour, like 2. I can't imagine 12. I would, yeah, definitely frequent breaks are the way to go for that. Can I look in your bin bag?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not a fan of this next group. Probably not allowed to say that on here, but well, this next track's actually...
What's that noise? Where's that radio coming from? Oh, it's just a radio. Okay. We'll prevent if possible. Yeah, I would 100% do that as well. Oh, Should we get a coffee? What do we want? Tea? Hot chocolate or coffee? Chat gets to pick. There's only one correct answer, by the way, but I'll let you decide. I don't think my tokens carry over into the next level, so I may as well use them. Why is this one so badly lit? I'm gonna go downstairs and use the one downstairs. Not coffee. So it's either between hot chocolate and tea. That is actually pretty tough. I was thinking of tea, but hot chocolate does sound really good actually right now. I'm gonna lie. Oh, this one looks better lit. So Seymour's tea, OJ's hot chocolate. OJ. I don't know if I would. I mean, the brand OJ kind of just sounds like you're selling OJ. Or Seymour's coffee. Oh, ADHD? Wait, what do you mean? There's tea, hot chocolate, or coffee. How long to the meeting? You know we're killing time when we're trying to decide which drink to have. Oh, that's funny. I don't actually know what this machine does because I don't think you can drink in this game, so I don't know what it's going to do, to be honest. Shall we go hot chocolate or tea? We could have both. Should we just try both? How many tokens do I have? I've got 6. Okay. That's fine. Let's go tea. Okay, we'll go tea. So we put the token in. Oh, this is exciting. Okay. And then I grab it and I put it in. And it lights up. Or I could just do hot water. That's actually pretty cool. Tea. Do I have to hold it? What? I think I just got scammed. Oh, it didn't take my token. What? How does this work? Do I need to put a cup under it? Are they just out of tea? Hot chocolate? I'm so confused. That was really anticlimactic. Wants you to get something else. Can I... What? How does this work? Maybe I can't get a drink. I'm just gonna get cigarettes. Let me see if that works at least. Latency. Do you have a low latency mode on? It's on the settings. Let's see if this works. Which pack of cigarettes do we want? Picton, Burrow Light, Camillary, Piccadilly, Meredith Slim Size, Victory Menthol, or Creed. A sequence, maybe? We can give it another go. Let's go with... I don't know. I like the camel. Let's go with Camillary. Oh. We actually got a pack of Camillary cigarettes. I just replaced it with a thank you card. Oh. I think that was a waste. I mean, I don't think that does anything, but... Alright, let's try this again. So the token is in. These lit up. And then... Yeah, it doesn't want me to do it. I wonder if I need to put a cup under it. I don't think... There's no, like, no option to do that though, so maybe not. Maybe I just can't do it. I mean, how would this work, actually? Like... Oh. Oh, no. Oh. I thought there was, like, a cup thing up there. Maybe I would need to, like, get a disposable cup and put it under it. I mean, that makes sense, right? Because I have seen coffee cups in this game. Like, there's a coffee cup somewhere upstairs. So maybe I thought it might just give me the entire cup, and then I would just put that in my inventory. But I guess not. Let's use her card and see what this gives me. Nothing interesting. Ryan. There's a tape. And I already used Carla's card, I think. Let me just double check. Well, I did because of... Yeah, I did. Nice. The ones we have here, cups just drop down. Ah. I mean... I guess that makes sense. Because they wouldn't want you to just steal the cups or anything. Is that for me? I don't think I need to take this, because it's just going to tell me something I already know. We only have 10 more minutes to kill, I think. This is actually good, because then I can end stream after we do the confrontation. So basically what's happening is, I'm waiting to have this meeting with her, and she's going to be like, okay, this guy is guilty because of all of these claims I'm going to make. And I'm going to be like, Carla, sit your ass down. I've got evidence for all of these claims that she's going to try and make. Or, well, I'm making the claims and she's going to try and dismiss them. But I have evidence to prove her wrong. So, I've never seen what happens if I manage to do all of them. Because if you have a lead and you don't find evidence for it, she's just going to be like, where's your evidence? And then if I have none, I'll be like, I guess you're right. Which is really, like, annoying because I know I'm right. So we'll see what happens if I manage to dispute all of her claims. I'm pretty excited to see. I did do this, like, half an hour ago, I guess, but then the game glitched out. And, well, it glitched out because I... Oh, can I get in here? Steve's not in here. There's a compass. I can't believe I put all of that effort into getting that security code for the security desk, and it turned out to be a freaking music tape. So annoying. Yeah. I'm really curious to see what will happen. Alright, let's critique these paintings, because we have nothing better to do. Meeting, 10 minutes, okay. This painting is very... spooky. It's kind of cool looking, actually. I don't know if I'd hang that up. I think it might be a bit too spooky for me. This one's okay. I'm the worst art critic. I kind of like this one. It's neutral tones. Detector. I thought there was a metal thingy. Oh. Oh. Was there? There's that. I didn't walk through this, though. This will technically wipe my... what do you call it? Oh, hello. You're standing right there. Sitting, sorry. Yeah, so walking through the metal detectors will... Oh, sorry, they're not metal... Oh yeah, actually they are metal detector. No, I guess there's security gates because they don't go off if you have metal, but they do wipe the floppy disks, which is really annoying. It's just one extra mechanic you have to worry about. It says he's busy. He's literally just sitting there doing nothing. He's like not even looking at his screen right now. He's meditating with his eyes open. So yeah, so if you want to print like a document, you have to save it to a floppy disk because this is set in the 80s, and then you have to take it to a printer, which you saw me do earlier. But because there are those metal thingies, not metal thingies, the security gates, if you walk through those with something with the floppy disk, it corrupts it, and then you have to find the place to repair the disk. So I've had to like sneak out of a room through a vent because I couldn't go through the gate. There's a couple ways around it actually, but yeah. Lots of things to worry about. I actually really like the concept of being able to save documents onto a floppy disk though. It's like, it does kind of emulate, you know, like how you'd have to do things, because you can't just send it to your phone or whatever and then like have it on your phone and then print it from there. This is the 80s, so it's very, very low tech. I was kind of hoping I could buy the cigarettes to like give to someone as a bribe or something, but I don't think you can. Oh look, it's totes. I mean, not really, but maybe, kind of. How long till the meeting? Okay, we're pretty close now. Let's go to the room. This time I'm gonna sit down because I think what bugged the game out last time is that I didn't immediately sit down. I think Steve's bugged out though. Or you just guarding the door? I think he bugged out. So what happened last time was I didn't immediately sit down in the chair when she asked me to. I think it freaked the game out. Oof. Oh, come on, Carla. Is there anything on this PC? I don't remember. Mm-hmm. Why does this take forever to log on, honestly? I don't think this even has a... Ah. Scott T. Wells. Okay. How to print documents. Okay, nothing important here then. Can I print from here, actually? Print. Cannot print from location. Oh. Why would it give me the option then? I don't think I can... Oh, you know what's crazy about this? I can actually adjust the brightness of the screen, like, in the game. It's crazy how much detail they put into this. I can do this on the flap. Very cool. Hide under the desk. Gremlin. Okay. I think we've killed enough time. Let's go do our meeting. Is the door open yet? Where'd she go? Oh, you're there.
I'm not ready for our meeting yet, Mr. Miller. Can you come back later?
A meeting's in like 6 minutes, ma'am.
Pretty good now.
I wonder if we can get into... Is she gonna freak out if I... Maybe. I don't want to risk anything. We'll just play it by the books. Okay, this should perfectly bring us up to the 3-hour mark for the stream, so... Maybe the game bugging out was a good thing. I don't know. Don't do it. Okay, I won't. I do have her security card, and I think I know the code. Oh no, I don't know her code. I think I have memorized it, but I don't want to risk it because if she sees me breaking in, maybe she'll be like, I don't know, maybe something will bug out. Okay, come on, Carla. 5 minutes. There she is. Right on schedule. God. Amogus. Look. It's everywhere. Wait. I can spy the code.
Please enter PIN.
It's 5276. Okay.
Access granted.
Hello, Mr. Miller.
Here we go. Showtime. We're so close. You're close? I mean, what? Alright, sit down. Sit down. Okay.
So I gather you've got some questions you'd like to ask me.
Wait, what happened was I didn't sit down last
I'll
time,
do my best
and
to
then
answer
my
them.
notebook didn't come out. So if my notebook appears, we should be good, because I couldn't select any option, basically.
Shall we begin?
Ah, good. Good, good. Okay. So here are the questions. So these 4 I have evidence for. Let's start with the death threat.
Well, you've been here about an hour. It was only a matter of time. I take it was addressed to us and not you.
They're basically trying to push this Union Act thingy, and
More often than I'd like to
it's
admit,
got
yes.
it's like
It's bad
yeah.
enough that we can't even walk in the
Relocation
front door
of
our
illegal
workplace
immigrants.
without having objects
Bruh.
hurled at us, but it's but the
what?
people protesting are completely ignorant to what
She
we
does have a
actually
nice
do
accent.
here.
I'll give her that.
Sometimes I just want to roll my window up and shout down to them to get a job and start contributing to the country instead of ruining it. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's go through these one by
A
one.
vendetta against him. Well, that was blunt, but honestly, I'm not surprised. I wondered if you'd bring this up. It's rather troubling, but
So Alex,
Alex
the
and
Alex
I
that she's referring to
never
is
seem to
basically
get on.
has
And on the
been
night of the
framed
attack,
as a bomber,
he threatened me. I didn't want to make this publicly personal,
but I'm collecting evidence to prove
looks
that
like
he
he has
wasn't
anyway.
the criminal. He wasn't the bomber. Alex threatened you? Really?
Yes, he left me a voice message.
A voice message?
He was.
That's so.
He was very angry about.
I have the voice recording,
something,
and he was
he
not
took it
angry.
out on me
Well, he
that
was
night.
angry, but he didn't threaten.
I have no doubts in my mind that that man is guilty of everything they say he did.
Mhm.
And I'm frankly amazed that anyone would stand up for him. No offence.
Present evidence. You had the message. He didn't threaten you.
Well, you have done your research.
There it is.
I feel bad for what happened to Alex. I really do, but I can't be held responsible for every little action taken. It may have sounded like Alex was the victim, but I can assure you, I felt very threatened by his message.
Doggo.
You heard what he said.
That's like
Everything
Gams
that happens
dog.
next is because of me. And we all know what happened.
Okay, so in the
next.
message, he was like, everything that happens next is because of you, which kind of sounds like a threat, but his family was also deported, so
Well, you don't sugarcoat your words,
that
Mr.
could be
Miller.
what he was referring
But
to.
tell me, what do you think about it?
There's not enough evidence here, miss. Doesn't prove Alex is guilty.
No, I suppose it doesn't. But I'm not here to defend my actions, Mr. Miller. Anyway, you heard the tape. I think it speaks for itself.
Just trying to represent Alex
Well, I don't
fairly.
envy you your job. Shall we move on?
So that was the one that I normally get when I play this. The phone records I also normally get, and then these other two I've not managed to get before, but now we have all of them, so...
He says he wasn't in the building. Well, I don't know how he'd be able to back up that claim.
Phone
The
records...
police found him not too far away from here, that's true, but it was within walking distance. He could have easily got where he did in time. And there's a whole bunch of other evidence. I'm sorry, I just don't see how he thinks that's going to hold any weight.
Do you think it could have been someone else?
Like who? No, I don't think so. I think it's quite cut and dry. I can't imagine someone else over in the Meta Centre doing it. They like to sound like they know what they're doing, but most of them are incompetent. I know for a fact that some of them use their room number for their alarm code, for God's sake.
Really?
Does that sound convincing to you? Alex was the only one who really knew what he was doing, and anyway, it's like I said, there was more evidence, wasn't there?
What other evidence?
Well, for example, the argument we had the night of the attack. Alex and I were having a heated discussion that night. I know that's somewhat anecdotal, but to me it's as good as gold in terms of evidence. Wouldn't you agree?
We have the phone records. I found the phone records.
That must be a mistake, surely. I was sure.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe now that I think about it. I mean, that could have been earlier, perhaps. So, he was calling from outside the facility?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to remember that night clearly now, but there it is.
It casts some doubt over things, or it proves he wasn't here. I think it proves he wasn't here sounds slightly more stronger. So.
Does it really? I mean, it just shows that he could have just... I don't know. Well, I don't know where you got those phone records, Mr. Miller, but I'm not sure how they can help. I don't think I have anything else to add on that point.
She's stumbling.
Nothing comes to mind.
Who uses their room number as an alarm code? Why not?
Excuse me, what? I didn't say anything about an alarm code.
Really?
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I must have misspoken. Everyone in the Meta Centre is very careful with their security. I wouldn't...
She's trying to backtrack on that one. Okay.
No, it was another office. Can we please...
Chance Crow.
Subject, Mr. Miller?
That could be useful.
Don't you have something about my work that you'd like to ask at all?
Alright, stolen ID. Okay, we're going into new territory.
That his keycard was stolen? Well,
So I presented this lead before, but I didn't have any evidence, but now I do. So
I'm not even sure what that would have to do
let's
with
see
him.
what she says.
I don't believe it was stolen.
This is going to be
so
new to me.
It would be futile for me to try and answer that.
I don't believe it was
We were all
stolen.
responsible for our own key cards and security logins. Actual keys aren't used in this part of the building. It's all very cutting edge, so anything like that would have been solely down to Alex.
But he logged the stolen keycard.
That just seems like conjecture to me.
Really?
Mr. Miller.
I have
It
the
sounds
printed
far
evidence.
too convenient to say that he logged it as stolen on the day that it happened. If that's true, then where did
he log it? At what time?
Wouldn't security know about that?
Yes.
I'm sorry, but it's all a little too convenient for me.
Oh, you're about to see convenient. Present evidence. He asked you to log it as stolen. You didn't.
I don't remember that at all, I can assure you. That email must have gone through to my inbox just after I had the chance to see it. I believe that your research is accurate, I honestly do, but there's no way of knowing now if it was filed. Honestly, it's escaped my memory, and all of the records were destroyed in the blast, so...
Your thing's falling apart.
It appears that he might be, at least about that, but I ask you, what does that really prove?
I suppose nothing. That he could be innocent, of course.
Or that he was clever enough to cover his tracks before he committed a terrible act of terrorism. You may find this a hot topic for your book, Mr. Miller, but I'm not convinced at all. I would be careful who you share this information with, Mr. Miller.
Wow, is that a threat? You mentioned keys. Does anyone here still use them?
Did I? Few things around here probably still use keys. It's outdated if you ask me. You won't find anything in the facility that uses them, though.
Seems like
Our
an odd
security
question to
protocol
ask.
won't allow them. But I think the older areas still have the old-fashioned key and lock. No? Marlon Thornton, the cleaner.
The cleaner.
He's the only person who uses them for stock rooms.
Good to
and
know.
locker rooms, you know. Oh, that reminds me. If you're over at the Meta Centre later, you should take a look at the old Victorian baths. They're going to be knocked down soon, so you should take a look there before you go.
Do they have something to do
No.
with Alex?
They're just quite nice. I tell you what, I'll ask Marlon to open them up for you later on. If you've got time, then they'll be open for you when you go and have your meeting with Chance Crow. Anyway,
Okay, last one. The inflated figures.
He thinks I'm lying. That's not really news, Mr. Miller. I think anyone in the country could have told you what Alex thinks about what we do here. He has a twisted view of things. Out of curiosity, what
Sounds
is it
like
he
it's a
thinks is
trap.
so bad about the act?
Could be. The country are being lied to about numbers. We found
This is getting far-fetched.
the
And I suppose
actual
I'm the
copy
one
of the
lying to the
numbers.
country. Don't
Mm-hmm.
answer that. I'm sorry, but I have to deal with this kind of accusation day in and day out.
She's
I
gonna
guess it's
murder
an
me in the
occupational
baths,
necessity.
like Midsummer Murder. No reason to disagree. This is the only option that I could pick last time, but now I have evidence. Your propaganda doesn't match the figures.
If by propaganda you mean the important work I do here, then I'd ask you to be a little bit more respectful of the current political climate, Mr. Miller. We are very thorough with our work.
She's getting
here, so I'm
angry.
sure whatever you think you found will be easily cleared up. I make the posters and advertising materials, but I'm not in charge of the figures that make them up. For that, you'd have to speak to someone like Chance Crow over in the Meta Centre.
Uh-oh.
Let me ask you something, Mr. Miller. You've heard the protesters, you've seen our work here. Do you believe the Union Act is good?
There's too much information. I can't decide. Makes Alex Dubois look guilty. What? I don't understand either of these. This one sounds too vague to me. I think the bottom one. I don't know. I think the bottom one.
Frankly, I'm fed up of having to defend my views on the matter. I'm sure you're going to write a very compelling story about us,
Ooh,
whichever
she's
side you
mad.
choose to fall on. I hope you realise that misleading the country is the easiest way to pull it apart. I don't believe that's what I'm doing, and I'm sure you don't either. Let's hope you have a productive afternoon here and can see what it is we're trying to create. That poster is designed to inspire the people into believing. I'm sorry, I'm not going to play this game. I'm good at what I do, and that's that.
I think I hit a
I've said all I
nerve.
have to on the matter.
I think I hit a nerve.
Okay, Mr. Miller, that's all I've got time for, I'm afraid. Can you please see yourself out?
Well, I feel like that was good. It sounded like it was good.
I am home.
Alright, I'm gonna let it save, and then we'll probably end here. So this is Scarlet. She has a husband or boyfriend, I think husband, called Michael, who died in the attack. In the bombing.
Molly, you'd better be in bed
Oh,
when
I think this
get
is
up
where
there.
she's about to get the news.
Coop, will you talk some sense
Oh,
into your
never
husband,
mind.
please?
Well, I'm staying out of this one.
Right. On that
Omen.
note, I'll see myself out.
You and Carol still here for Sunday dinner?
Wouldn't miss it.
There's a lot of interesting parts in between the meetings. So, the second level. So there's basically, I have 3 meetings, I think. It's either 3 or 4. I think it's 3. Where I need to repeat the, Wait, has it saved?
Well, Mr. Miller, thank you for being so respectful of the rules in our facility. You
Oh,
wouldn't
right.
believe the amount of people we have to tell
I didn't
to
get
leave
caught,
stuff
that's
loaded in
right.
areas.
That's good.
I hope your meeting with Miss Berman was productive.
That might help
Your
me.
next meeting is with Chance Crow very soon. Feel free to take a wander around in our gardens.
Okay.
I'll be waiting for you over in the Meta Center when you're ready to begin.
Alright, let me just double check. I think, let me just check the chapter select. So, 1 minute silence. Okay, so it must have saved because this is its own chapter. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, I'm gonna end here, but that was really good. I think I managed to clear that level. So what I'm probably gonna do is take it 1 chapter at a time and then like keep replaying the chapter until I manage to get everything that I want to get. And then see if I can get the good ending that way. Yeah. I'm so glad that I managed to do that. So the next level is with Chance Crow, and I haven't played that for like a long time. So, Myth, hello. It's good to see you. How are you? How are you doing? I have been listening to Two Trucks all day, and I blame it on you. So, I hope you know that. I just wanted to mention that. I've listened to it to the point that I've deconstructed the lyrics and I understand what the song is about now. It's a critique on toxic American masculinity, and I think it's actually really well done. So I'm definitely going to check out more. Is it Lemon Demon or Demon Lemon? I don't know. Something like that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and out to the main menu. And yeah. Let me see. Who? Oh, you know what? I think Mr. Pixley is still live, doing a 24-hour stream. Is he still live? Did he call the stream? Oh no, he's still live. He got a big raid earlier, so that was nice. Lemon Demon, that's it. He's playing Valorant. Okay. He's probably much better at Valorant than I am. I've played it like once. Seth, thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it. And Myth, sorry that you had to catch me on the tail end of things, but yeah, thank you for coming in, and thank you to anyone else who's still lurking. I greatly appreciate you. And yeah, I'll probably be back on Thursday and continuing more of the shout out overlay. Let me actually give you Myth a shout out because I've shouted out all the streamers. When Seth starts streaming, I'll be able to give you a shout out as well. Witcher 3, that's right, you're playing Witcher 3. Why do I feel like this is about to go horribly wrong? Oh my god.
You know what? I do.
I apologize for anyone on the stream who had to...
You know what? I do with some stupid shit.
I thought we left those videos behind in 2008. Come on now. Like the one with the car driving through the mountain thingy. Volume warning. See, I didn't know. Now I know. If that clip comes up again, I can be like, hey, volume warning. Now you know what? Maybe we need to add like an AI volume filter to clip the shout overlay so that we can automatically reduce the noise of clips. No, I'm just kidding, but that would actually be really cool. Sweet Corn, hello. Good to see you as well. I love this clip so much. Okay, it's evident that that clip has come up before then. Tactics made me watch this. Of course he did. It sounds like a Tactics thing to do. I had to come have a look when I heard that. Oh my god. I knew something was up because that clip seemed too normal. All right, let me initiate the raids, and yeah, I will. I'll catch you back on Thursday when I do more of the shout out thing, and hopefully, if I shout out Myth again, that clip won't come up again. But I guess we'll see. I knew a jump was coming, and I got scared. I need to play more horror games because I don't think I get as jump scared as I used to, which is actually kind of weird because I still hate horror games. But I do get jump scared. I don't know, it's been a while. I need to finish Dead Space. That's the game trilogy that I need to do. All right, Mr. Pixely. If you don't know him, he is Matt. He's based in London. I'm kind of mad because I didn't get to meet many of TJ's. Oh, sorry, Mr. Wiggles's and TJ's community at Twitch London, and a bunch of them were there. So. But maybe the Twitch London in November. Who knows? All right. Everyone take care. Did I save the game? I did. Yes, it auto saved. Don't worry. These are the raid thingy things. If you want to use them or use your own raid message, it's up to you. And yeah, I'll catch you soon. All right. Take care, and I will catch you soon. Sweet Corn, thank you. I love you too. Bye.